Did an AI, artificial intelligence, really invent its own secret language? Here's what we know. This is from Aaron J. Snowswell Conversation. A new generation of artificial intelligence AI models can produce, quote, creative images on demand based on a text prompt. The likes of Imogen, Midjourney, and Dale E2 are beginning to change the way creative content is made, with implications for copyright and intellectual property. While the output of these models is often striking, it's hard to know exactly how they produce their results. Last week, researchers in the US made the intriguing claim that Dale E2 model might have invented its own secret language to talk about objects. By prompting Dale E2 to create images containing text captions, then feeding the results gibberish captions back into the system, the researchers concluded Dale E2 thinks vikutis means vegetables, while wa chadzod rea refers to sea creatures that a whale might eat. These claims are fascinating, and if true, could have important security and interpretability implications for this kind of large AI model. So what exactly is going on? Dale E2, does Dale have a secret language? Dale E2 probably does not have a secret language, quote unquote. It might be more accurate to say it has its own vocabulary, but even then we can't know for sure. First of all, at this stage it's very hard to verify any claims about Dale E2 and other large AI models, because only a handful of researchers and creative practitioners have access to them. Any images that are publicly shared on Twitter, for example, should be taken with a fairly large grain of salt, because they have been, quote unquote, cherry-picked by a human from among many output images generated by the AI. Even those with access can only use these models in limited ways. For example, Dale E2 users can generate or modify images but cannot yet interact with the AI system more deeply, for instance by modifying the behind-the-scenes code. This means, quote, explainable AI, end quote, methods for understanding how these systems work cannot be applied, and systematically investigating their behavior is challenging. What's going on then? The possibility is the gibberish phrases are related to words from non-English languages. For instance, apoploe, which means to create images of birds, is similar to the Latin apodidae, which is the binomial name of a family of bird species. It seems like a plausible explanation. For instance, Dale E2 was trained on a very wide variety of data scraped from the internet, which included many non-English words. Similar things have happened before. Large natural language AI models have coincidentally learned to write computer code without deliberate training. Is it all about the tokens? One point that supports this theory is the fact that AI language models don't read text the way you and I do. Instead, they break input text up into tokens, quote unquote, before processing it. Different tokenization approaches have different results. Treating each word as a token seems like an intuitive approach, but causes trouble when identical tokens have different meaning, like how match means different things when you're playing tennis and when you're starting a fire. On the other hand, treating each character as a token produces a smaller number of possible tokens, but each one conveys much less meaningful information. Dale E2 and other models use an in-between approach called byte pair encoding, BPE. Inspecting the BPE representations for some of the gibberish words suggests this could be an important factor in understanding the secret language. Not the whole picture. The secret language, quote unquote, could also just be an example of the garbage in, garbage out principle. Dale E2 can't say, I don't know what you're talking about, so it will always generate some kind of image from the given input text. Either way, none of these options are complete explanations of what's happening. For instance, removing individual characters from gibberish words appear to corrupt the generated images in very specific ways, and it seems individual gibberish words don't necessarily combine to produce coherent compound images, as they would if they were really a secret language under the covers. Why is this important? Beyond intellectual curiosity, you might be wondering if any of this is actually important. The answer is yes. Dale's secret language is an example of an adversarial attack, quote unquote, against a machine learning system, a way to break the intended behavior of the system by intentionally choosing inputs the AI does not handle well. One reason adversarial attacks are concerning is that they challenge our confidence in the model. If an AI interprets gibberish words in unintended ways, it might also interpret meaningful words in unintended ways. Adversarial attacks also raise security concerns. Dale E2 filters input text to prevent users from generating harmful or abusive content, but a secret language, quote unquote, of gibberish words might allow users to circumvent these filters. Recent research has discovered adversarial trigger phrases for some language AI models, short nonsense phrases such as zoning, tapping, finesse, that can reliably trigger the models to spew out racist, harmful, or biased content. This research is part of the ongoing effort to understand and control how complex deep learning systems learn from data. Finally, phenomena like Dale E2's secret language raise interpretability concerns. We want these models to behave as a human expects, but seeing structures output in response to gibberish confounds our expectations. Shining a light on existing concerns. You may recall the hullabaloo in 2017 over some Facebook chatbots that invented their own language, quote unquote. The present situation is similar in that the results are concerning, but not in the Skynet is coming to take over the world sense. Instead, Dale E2 secret language highlights existing concerns about the robustness, security, and interpretability of deep learning systems. Until these systems are more widely available, and in particular, until users from a broader set of non-English cultural backgrounds can use them, we won't be able to really know what is going on. In the meantime, however, if you'd like to try generating some of your own AI images, you can check out freely available smaller model Dale E Mini. Just be careful which words you use to prompt the model, English or gibberish, your call. Aaron J. Snoswell, postdoctorate research fellow, Computational Law and AI Accountability, Queensland University of Technology. This was published under Creative Commons from the conversation, and this is on Science Alert. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. And the videos, of course, are Creative Commons from Pixabay. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.